So let's dive into the actual select statements that are happening here. Since we run on orders, we have one select for orders, and if we'll open it, we'll go to the SQL over here, right-click details, we can get the actual SQL that gets executed. I'll copy it and go to the SQL navigator, open a new query, paste this, and execute this query, and we can see the results that we're getting from the database. So we're selecting order ID, customer ID, order date, from orders, order by order ID. Great. When we go back to our profiler, we can see that for every row, we have selected the order details table to find if there is an order detail exists over there. So this is a lot of relations with different orders. They cannot be cached because every one of them has one call. And we can go inside and see the actual select statement. Let's go and grab it. Select top one from order by. Great. So let's take it to our SQL navigator. Let's open a new query and put it over here. Great. Of course, we cannot run it because this is a placeholder for the actual value. So let's put 10248 and run it. We get a result. Let's run 10249. We'll run it and see if there are no rows. Perfect. Now, currently, this query runs once, and this query runs 830 times. What if we could just combine them together into a single query that will run once? Well, lucky for that, SQL actually allows us to create virtual columns, columns that have some kind of value. For example, I can say here 1 plus 1, and I'll get 2. And I can say plus 3 plus 2, and we'll get 4. So we can actually put here in dynamic expressions. We can actually put here expressions. So let's do just that. Let's open parens. And in that parens, we're going to paste this query. Now, obviously, we cannot select multiple fields, so we're going to select max 1. That's how, if there is a row, we're going to get 1. If there's no row, we'll get nothing. We don't need an order by anymore. And this will run great, but will return null for everybody because we have hard-coded the 10249. Well, what I would like to do now is saying that order ID from the order detail is equal to orders.order ID, which is the order ID up here. Let's run this. Great. So now where there are order details, we're going to get 1, and where there are no order details, we're going to get null. Nice. Let's improve this a little bit. Let's say over here is null, comma 0. And this will allow me to say that if there is a value, give me 1, and if there is no value, instead of giving me null, give me the 0 value. So now I can achieve what I previously achieved with 831 queries with just one query. Let's see how can we incorporate that into the migrated code on the migrated style code.